How do you use a pipe threading machine? Today, I'm going to be showing you how to use Bluerock's PD-300 pipe threading machine kit. I'm going to show you what this machine can do for cutting, reaming, and threading pipe, and I'm going to explain to you all the components so you're well versed in this pipe threading machine. Slide this in through the rear chuck, and it should come out the front chuck. Where's that T at? There's the mark with our marker. Now close the chuck. Make sure it's nice and tight. Back chuck, nice and tight. Now we're going to take and lower the cutter down to the ready position. Go to where our mark is. Tighten it up to where it's barely tight on that pipe. This is 1.5 inch black iron that we are cutting today. And now that we've got it lined up where our mark is, we're going to begin to tighten up by turning this lever as we push down our foot pedal. Now we've got the switch in the forward position. My foot is on the foot pedal. I'm going to push that foot pedal. The machine's going to turn. We're going to grab the feed handle for the tubing cutter and we're going to turn it to the right. That's going to cut the pipe. Let's go. Oh yeah. Now we've cut the pipe where we marked it. Now we're going to take our reaming tool and bring it down into the ready position. We're going to push this piece, bring it in, it locks, and then we're going to take the lever that moves the carriage and we're going to move it up to the pipe. Make sure this is tight and that it's clamped onto the pipe, and then we're going to apply just a little bit of pressure and we're going to smooth out the inside of this pipe. So foot on the foot switch, push it in. Look at that. Look at that smooth inside surface. Nice. Now that we've reamed the inside of the pipe, we're going to bring the reaming tool back out, move it into the up position. I'm going to bring the carriage back a little bit. Then I'm going to take the die head assembly and I'm going to bring it down into the ready position. Then I'm going to loosen up the clamp lever, and then I'm going to take the throw out lever to the closed position. Then we're going to take this little mark here and line it up with the size of the pipe that we're going to be threading. So we are going to be threading 1.5 inches. So right here, make sure the throw out lever's in the closed position. The lines match up. Now tighten the clamp lever back down. It's in the closed position, so if we open it back up, then it's not going to fit around our pipe. Close it back down, it's going to fit around our pipe. So if we move it back up to the pipe, you can see how we are going to be threading, and it is the right size. So you can see how it's matching up. If I open it, look how it opens. And then you can just slide it right over the pipe. Let's go back. Close it back down, slide it back up. This is what it should look like. That's going to work. Now we're ready to thread. So what we're going to do is make sure that our chuck is tight, front and back. They're tight. It's set to 1.5 inches. We're going to make sure the switch is in the forward position. It's in the forward position. Then we're going to bring our carriage up to where our teeth right here, our dies, meet the end of our pipe that we're threading. I'm going to go ahead and take and put some oil right there on the pipe. And then when we go to thread this pipe, this black iron, a couple things you want to do. You want to make sure that you have a constant amount of oil on that pipe, on those threads. And then you want to make sure that you are pressing against this lever. That way you go into the pipe and it actually starts threading. So we're going to go ahead and press this switch and start threading. Looking good so far. Usually stop at the end of the dies, right there, or a little bit past. There we go. And if you take a look at those threads look pretty good. Look at that. Let's look at the other side, or all the way around. Yep, looks really good. One thing I want to mention is that if you're working with a very long piece of pipe, say 20 feet, make sure you get a stand to hold it back here. That way it doesn't affect the threading of the machine. Now, I haven't showed you where I got this, so let me do that real quick. I'm on BluerockTools.com. This is where I got the machine. I'm actually on the page where I purchased my machine, and it says this is the BLUEROCK PD-300 pipe threading kit. It includes the power drive, the threading kit assembly, the oiler bucket, and the tripod stand. And it was $21.99 plus tax, but it's free shipping. So you can see a picture of the machine that we've got here today. And if we scroll down, you can see the portable wheel kit option. The T-Transport is $93. And then you can get an extra 811A die head holder assembly, 129 bucks. That's always good to have. And then I got the roll groover kit, right? That roll grooving attachment, and it was $329. Now I was considering another machine, and I'm gonna show you that and explain to you why this was the choice. Now here's the other choice. I was looking at the Model 300 Ridgid, right? We've got the same exact setup, but it's more than $5,500. So plus tax, we're looking at $6 grand. So double the price for pretty much the exact same thing. And that's the reason. It's just all came down to price. I mean, I could get two of these for the price of one of these Ridgid 300s.